Start recording? Are you doing it? Yeah, you're doing it. Okay, you guys say stuff and let me check and see if the audio reads you. Somebody say something.
Oh,
Hello.
Yep, the audio
oh,
reads you. In fact, it reads you louder than me. But yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna try and fix it.
oh.
It should be fine. If it's not fine, I apologize. But I mean,
Hello,
occasionally when I
hello.
get excited, I'm up that high. So yeah, it's okay.
Not working.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Oh dear.
Minimize that. Come on, computer. You gotta at least work for the first 5 minutes. Okay. Uh, Lynn, did you take any notes?
Oh my, I don't think I did.
I
Okay.
I think I remember most of it.
All right. Well, no, you tell it then.
So last time
Yeah.
we started out with Black getting paranoid and trying to look through the entire workforce, and that wasn't a very smart idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got kind of nervous, and he thought that what was the dwarf's name?
Vorbach
The
or something like that.
yeah, some
Stern
strong
Volbach. Stern Volbach.
yeah, or Volbach.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to say that in a
I
hurry.
can.
He got
Uh,
paranoid that Stern Volbach was not paranoid, but he kind of like noticed that there was something off. So he told Hannah, hey, keep an eye on things here, and I'll go check on April. And then there was an attack. Uh, they did see a giant elder god. What was the name? Deep something. I just watched this
the
yesterday to
Deep
catch up.
Scourge.
Deep, Deep Scourge. Yeah,
Yeah.
Deep Scourge appeared, and Mr. Monkey Man appeared and attacked Hannah, and while she was trying to hose down, the fire lady, the fire lady's
Fire.
name. I'm
Lady
bad with. Why am I
Embers.
so bad with names? Lady
Lady
Embers. That
Embers.
one I
Yeah.
should remember. Like that one. And then, well, Hannah was trying to keep Lady Embers at bay with the hose. Um, Black was shooting down at her, and then Mr. Monkey Man shot Hannah. I think that was it. Oh, and
Yeah.
we got to hear our dragon's voice for the first time, and it hurt like
Mm-hmm.
hell.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that was it. I'm not sure if I'm missing it.
Um. Oh yes, that giant thing came out of the water.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
With
That giant Oh,
the tentacles.
sorry.
That's what he was talking
Yeah,
about
with
when
the
he
tentacle.
said
Yeah,
the
the scorch
Elder
thing.
God.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Right
Mhm.
off the coast right now, you have a wrestling match going on between the Deep Scourge and the Dragon Protector of Wolvaris, Trialis, who is basically just a giant sea serpent.
Pretty long.
She does have some tiny little wings that should not allow her to fly, but she manages to fly anyway due to magic, I guess. But she doesn't fly very often. Okay, you guys did not go there, so we're too worried about that. I had this page set up because you could have opted to just let whatever was happening here at the Dragon World Corporation happen and go help Trialis fight the Scourge.
Well, I was considering, or Hannah's considering, trying to talk to them and see if they want to go help with that, all of us together, so we don't all just die.
Mm-hmm.
So she might try and attempt that if there's a chance. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I
They
mean,
might
you
have some
guys
fancy tech in there too that might help.
okay?
They are
So
in R&D.
let me
Yeah,
kind
true.
of go over what I had for setup. So uh, so yes, like I said, outside the city and the coast, Trialis and the Deep Scourge are fighting. They're splashing. Huge waves are coming up into the city. So there's a water level that is in the parking lot and on the first floor of the buildings that you guys are in, and it's kind of ebbing and flowing back and forth as they're you guys can see them out the window flopping around and fighting in the sea, or just to the side of the island. Okay. What else? We'll zoom in the camera on the parking lot battle, which I mean, I'm going to move to my camera, but you guys didn't go to the parking lot battle either. That was here. I had it prepared for you guys to do that. So in the parking lot battle, as you know, this is kind of outside information. I mean, you guys can look outside the window and be familiar with what's going on, but I'm just kind of setting the scene, setting the stage. So the camera zooms into the parking lot battle. You have a few dead cops, security guards lying scattered, you know, floating in the water, being pushed up against the wall. Few of them are bloody messes, having been cut up with small knives. Some of them have been smashed against the wall from the water. Some of them have been pounded by donuts. But the main fight that
Donut.
is left is one of the donuts is grappling one of the robots. They're pushing each other just in the center of the parking lot. They're just pushing, and it doesn't seem like either one is really gaining ground on the other. They seem equally matched. Uh, just about 20 yards away from that is another donut on another robot. His foot planted on the robot's chest, and it is pulling and ripping the robot's arm off. So that one didn't manage to make it. Dead cops, bloody messes, swell and fall of the water, and there are a dozen cookie cutters starting to climb up the face of the building that Hannah is in. Not the,
Oh no.
not the. There are two buildings with the kind of the road and the parking line between them, and there's a skywalk. Uh, so they're climbing up the side that has Hannah in it, not the side where Black is and where Avril Drakenweld is. Okay. Okay. Then we'll zoom into Black is in one tower. As you just imagine the camera zooming up the tower. We see Black in broken windows. He's got his gun in his hand. The zoom continues up the tower, up to the roof, where you
Whoops.
see Lady Embers is on the roof of the building, kind of huddled forward and holding onto her side where she'd been shot. The camera swings around to the other building, focuses in on Hannah and the badass twin in the other building, and Mr. Monkey Man is just down the hallway. Now, during certain points of this episode, we can move this to back to the start. We're going to touch on a couple of White Knight notes, and we're just going to assume that Black read through a lot of things. Because I wrote these, and I want to use them. Okay, so we did already read over the White Knight notes for Cornell Drakenwald, Avril Drakenweld, and Lady Embers. You guys remember those? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we are going to read the White Knight note for you guys and Mr. Monkey Man. Show to everyone. Lynn, you can read it. Out loud, or I will.
Oh, right.
I'll let Black read this one because it's him.
Okay.
Then we'll let you read yours.
January 3rd, 2006. Power level 2, skill level 2. Oh, wait. White Knight Sorry, I
It's
forgot
not
the
actually
title. But
2006. It is year 6, and it's actually read as
oh,
month
that's right.
1, day 3, year 6. But yeah, keep going.
Okay. Okay. White Knight Note Black. Month 1, day 3, year 6. Power level 2, skill level 3. Special skills, use of gadgets and stealth. Black is a new hero protecting the college district of Wavaris. Not much is known about him. He keeps to himself, but is quickly making a name for himself in the district. He is very big on using tools of the hero trade, but most of his tools seem rather simple. I don't think he's making them himself or being supplied by a mad scientist. I think he trains hard and makes great use of what he has available. We need to get to know him. With the Honor Society's resources and advanced tools, I think Black could find himself capable of fighting on the front lines against the against the Chaos Army. I forgot to take a breath.
Mhm. Okay. And we will read over Hannah. Show to everyone.
All right. It says year 1, month 22, day 6, power level 3, skill level 1, special skills, genius level, intellect. Hannah is a new arrival to the Gifted and is acting as a hero in Rablaris's college district. Though she herself is confined to a wheelchair, she is threatened. What? Oh, when she is threatened, an alternate version of herself forms out of thin air. The alternate version, referred to as Hannah's twin, has super strength on par with my own, as well as a level of physical resilience that is impervious to common weapons fire. Not much is known about Hannah as yet. We are waiting for her to come into her own before the Honor Society reaches out to her.
Okay. Let's see. We can do Crash. I'll read that one.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys have not seen Crash since the whole thing started.
Huh.
Okay. So, month 7, day 2, year 5. Power level 2, skill level 2, special skills, stunt driver driving skills, mechanic and body work skills. Crash Test Dummy is a hero from East Wavaris. His secret identity is Ajax Malone. He lives alone, having alienated himself from all friends and family after a tragic drunk driving accident took the life of an innocent pedestrian, as well as 3 of his friends. Though Ajax was not driving, he accepted responsibility in court and was found not guilty. Ajax demanded to be found guilty and put in prison, screamed at the judge and jurors, and had to be escorted out of court. After 6 months in a psychiatric facility, he was released. Ajax now works as an automobile body shop, donates 50% of his wages anonymously to the
Wait.
family, yeah, to the family of the killed pedestrian, and attends meetings for alcohol addiction. As the crash test dummy, he recklessly throws himself in harm's way, uses vehicles to stop criminals in high-speed chases, often assisting police. He has no combat or weapons training and has already survived 4 car crashes that should have been fatal. I believe the crash test dummy has an exceptional healing factor gift, and given the life that Ajax Malone leads, I suspect he has tried to kill himself on multiple occasions. The crash test dummy does not seem to be someone that the Honor Society would welcome into their ranks, but he would make a strong ally. First, however, I believe he needs to get a stronger grip on his life. At this time, I believe him to be a liability, but I do not grant potential, but I do see potential in him, uh, and his need to what and his need to do what he feels is right.
Hmm.
Okay. And now let's do we already did Lady Embers, but let's do it again just for who wants to read it? I'll read it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You can read the next one. 3rd month, 23rd day, 6th year, which is about 3 months ago. Lady Embers, power level 3, skill level 1. Special skills, social media influencer and popularity. Lady Embers is a particularly nasty piece of work. She's a serial killer and serial arsonist disguising herself as a fighter for the common people. She commonly targets the wealthy and powerful, and live streams her murders for her fans. She is a psychopath who loves and revels in the attention of her adoring fans. Her powers are fire based. She can fire a flamethrower blast from her palms. She can heat the air around her, making it dangerous to get close to her. And I've had multiple reports that she can fly for short bursts like a rocket. The young hero Scratch, new to the Honor Society, has taken it upon himself to challenge her. With his ability to cancel powers, he should be able to handle her. And Lynn can read Mr. Monkey Man.
Ooh. Okay. Mr. Monkey Man. Power level 2, skill level 5. Special skills: stealth, marksmanship, master sniper, and assassin.
Note that this was
Mr.
written
Monkey
3
Man
years
often.
before the other ones. This was in year
Oh, okay,
3,
3
not
years.
year 6.
Okay. Mr. Monkey Man, often referred to as M&M's, is a captain in the Beast Corps and under direct leadership of Grizzly Monsoon. Mr. Monkey Man is an ex-mercenary sniper for the Drakenweld Corporation, with 13 official kills to his name from his time as a mercenary alone. He has also taken out 3 members of the Honor Society in ambush attacks since joining with Monsoon. He uses his superior agility and climbing powers to take high ground that his targets would never expect, and then uses high-powered sniper rifles to take them out from a distance. In addition, he is a fully capable martial artist, and his beast form gives him enhanced strength, agility, and toughness, as well as the ability to carry another firearm in his tail and make accurate shots with it. He is a master of stealth, often disappearing as soon as eyes are off him. It is believed that he has an additional transformation into the form of a small monkey, and uses this form for stealth, travel, and information gathering.
Okay. Okay, and we are going to open on Mr. Monkey Man draws machine pistols and sprays. He's got 2 machine pistols. He's got a third one in his tail, but he's facing at you guys. Badass twin shields Hannah, and the bullets just bounce off of her.
Mhm.
Mr. Monkey Man roars,
Yep.
"You bitch!" And just as he says that, the sprinklers start to go off in the building that you're in. Okay.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, we focus on the roof of the other building. Lady Embers is on the roof, having been shot by Black. She's checking on her wound. I can't take much more. And then she turns on her incineration field. So she's bent over, holding her side, and she concentrates, and the air around her, like in a bubble around her, kind of starts to take on an orangish red hinge. She holds up her phone, and well, actually, she holds up her phone, showing herself, and she says, and she tells it to the phone. I don't know how much more I can take. And just after she says that, the phone starts to melt in her hand. It drips.
Oh.
It drips out of her hand. Fuck, she says. This better be worth it. And as the camera pulls away from her, the ground around her in a circle is starting to turn red, sizzle, and steam. Okay. We can focus down a few floors below her is Black, standing in the window, having shot at Embers. Across to the other building where you had come from, you see Hannah, Badass Twin, and behind them is Mr. Monkey Man. You know that Crazy Fire Bitch launched herself up and is on the roof. And what's Black gonna do?
Just out of curiosity, is there any how hot is it? Like, I mean, I'm assuming that is it hot enough where he can feel the air kind of like upwards getting hotter, or is it just like he has no way to tell that he's
I don't think you have any way to
like
tell that from here. No.
okay.
Except
Okay. All
the
right.
sprinklers all of a sudden they kick on.
Okay. Well, I mean, she did shoot a fireball into
Yeah,
the
yeah, she did.
further into.
Mhm.
Okay, so when he saw the plans, that was for the other building, correct?
It was for both.
Okay. Was there any like um hidden passageway or any like secretive route he saw that he could take up to the roof?
There's an elevator and there's a stairwell.
Ah, okay.
You do have a grapple gun.
He's yeah, I'm trying. That's what that too. Oh, so the grapple gun is silent, right? Like,
I mean, it's gonna be
how
just as
much noise?
silent as Batman's grapple gun.
Okay, so there's like a
Yeah.
click.
And
Okay.
then also the grapple hook itself went, whatever he hits. Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to without he's not gonna wait for a reply, but he's gonna like he's gonna tell Avril, hey, uh there's something else I gotta take care of. So
Go ahead. I should be safe in here. She's on a
all
monitor
right,
on the wall next to you.
all right, good to hear. And then he takes off. He's gonna go to the other side of the building and then try to grapple up to the roof. But he's not gonna go right over. He's gonna like raise it up so he can like pull himself up and look over.
Okay, so you're
That makes
going
sense?
to the other side of the building, away from the building
Yeah.
that Hannah's in, to scale from the outside edge, or to what? Well, not scale,
Yes.
but okay.
Yeah. So he
All
can
right.
try and see if he's hoping that she's facing the other direction.
Okay, that'll be what you do for a couple of turns.
Okay.
Okay, and Hannah, your
Um,
badass twin is being just rained on with machine pistol bullets as she uh shields you, and you can pick up from there.
okay.
And it starts sprinkling.
I guess she's like, is there anywhere that she can go that she would be protected from gunfire? Anything she could hide behind or anything?
Out the window.
Not Cornelis's room, not Cornell's.
This is
I
pretty
don't
much
think
what
they'd
the
open
hallway
there.
looks like. You're at one end of it, and he's at the other. So there are a couple of rooms, and you can also go out the window. Of course,
Okay, I
it's
think
not
she's gonna
necessarily
try
safe at the
like
ground level either.
right. She's gonna try and I guess just go into a room, like try kind of doors. Like I guess okay, so like badass twins walking more towards the monkey man,
Okay.
and Hannah's behind her trying to like open up the doors to go into a room.
Okay.
I guess.
All right.
Is there
Let's
any open doors?
they're not open, but they open. They're not locked.
Oh, okay.
See, just there's a door like
So by
right next to
whatever.
you at the end of the hallway. So you just open that and dive inside or roll inside. Roll
Yeah, that's
dive.
what she'll do. Wheel inside, and then can she lock it from the inside?
Sure. He could
Okay,
just rip the
that's what she'll do.
doorknob off the door anyway. But yeah, you lock it.
Oh, well,
Okay.
yeah, that's true. But anyways, okay.
Okay.
And then badass
Let's
twin is
roll
just protecting her.
initiative. I mean, you can have Hannah roll initiative if she thinks she's
Okay.
going to do anything that matters, but at least have badass twin roll initiative.
No. Okay.
Oh wow, I
Let
did
me.
terrible.
Okay. Did he do
I
mine?
haven't
I
even
think
opened these
okay.
things up.
Man, the next game that we
It's
play, we're
loading.
so not going to use. We're just going to use paper sheets or online sheets or something. I'll have paper sheets. It'll be so much better. Trying to use all this
And then
technology is neat and all, but it's unnecessary and cluttering and slows us down.
I think Discord also has a dice roller too.
It does. Well, I mean, it's got like hundreds of dice rollers that people made.
Yeah.
Just
I'm pretty sure you could find a good one.
yeah, I've already played with several. It kind of depends on what we're
Right,
playing.
and then
You know what the best dice rollers are.
I'll do Hannah too, just in case we need it.
Okay, I'm still waiting for
Oh
my
dear.
first roll to happen, for my page to wake up.
Oh gosh.
did it
There
do
you
it?
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Monkey Man has 20. We expected him to. In fact, 26 is kind of low for him because he had 17. Okay, and I got a roll for Lady Embers. Okay. She adds 5. Did it do it? It did not do it. It should do it. Any second now. Any second now. Any second now. Page is unresponsive. I should go grab a D20 from the room so I can just roll the damn thing in here. I'm gonna do that. I will be. Oh, we got it. 11. Okay, let's write these down in order. What do we got? Black has 1, so black is worst. You don't have any
not even
agility.
close.
You don't add any agility at all.
Agility. His agility is 3, so yeah, that's
Okay.
weird that it
Yeah,
didn't
you
add it.
never you didn't put it. So you're at 4, which I think is still last.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so first is going to be Mr. Monkey Man, of course. Next is going to be Hannah. Then is going to be Embers. Then is going to be Twin. And then is going to be Black. And if the cookie cutters or anyone or anything else get involved in the fight, then we'll roll them at the time. Cookie cutters are coming, but you know they're little and they're climbing up. It's going to take them like 10 turns. You guys might not even still be here by the time they get here, climbing up the wall. And the donuts will be coming too eventually.
Oh jeez.
Okay. All right. So who do we got this first? Mr. Monkey Man. Okay. So as Hannah has not made it into the room yet, but you're still behind the pillar of your badass twin, who, you know, his bullets just bounce off of. He has no hope of ever hurting her with these guns.
Right.
So yeah, he throws his guns. Damn it! And what does he fight with? Does he have a stick or does he punch and kick people?
he fought
Because I could have gave him a stick because
Rex with a stick.
Okay.
Because of Son Goku.
Yeah. Well,
or
not just
Wukong
that,
or
but
whatever.
pretty much every single monkey, Monkey King reference, he's always using a stick. Yeah, he's got a stick. He's also got a banana ring. He's gonna throw a couple banana rings, and he pulls out his staff. Banana ring, which is kind of a useless weapon when you got machine pistols, but banana ring. What is badass twins dodge? Dodge plus 10.
Her dodge is a 3.
Okay, so we hit. So he has a rank of 7. So you need to roll badass twin. Well, wait. What's her level of physical impervious? Is it 10?
12.
12. Okay, so this is strength 7. He throws this thing a whole lot stronger than the bullets out of the gun shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So just to give you an understanding, the sniper rifle has a rank 5. The machine pistols
And
have a rank 3. Throwing his
okay.
banana ring has a rank 7.
Jeez Louise, okay.
Okay. All right, so she needs to make a toughness roll with a difficulty of 22, which is strength 7 plus 15. Yep. She just blocks that shit with her arm and clanks on the floor.
Oh, she can pick it up and throw it at him.
Yes, she can.
That's what she will do.
Okay, is she next? Well, I mean,
I don't know.
we might as because we'll be switching back and forth scenes if we don't do it. So yeah. Well, Hannah makes it into the room and closes the door behind her, and the twin picks up the banana ring and throws it back.
Yep, and
It's
throws it
gonna,
at him.
yeah. Does your power is not for throwing weird range things, right? It's for using any.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. You got that too.
I mean, it's not like she's not going to use it like the way he uses it, like
Oh
a
yeah.
boomerang. She's just going to throw it at him.
Okay. Go for it. He has a dodge rating of 17.
Yeah, he's hard to hit.
So
I forgot what I did, right?
plus 10, you need a 27.
Do I click on the throwing junk
Yes.
and it rolls?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as we set it up right. Okay, so which of these was the actual roll? I don't remember how that worked.
I think it's probably the white one, but I'm not sure.
Too bad, because 27 is what you need. Yeah, it is.
I know.
So you have you throw it with a strength of 12. Is that what's happening?
Mm,
If you throw it with a strength of 12 plus the 15,
a
that's the
rank of 12,
27.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you were
Mhm.
very, very close to hitting him. He just barely sidestep
Mhm.
dodges that. Of course, and then he reaches out and grabs it and puts it in his pocket in midair. Just for the coolness of it. He's got multiple, so it, it doesn't matter. It's just the coolness of it. He kind of steps to the side, reaches out, and grabs it out of the air.
What an interesting little fight we have going on.
Okay, and then we'll go to Embers. So the camera changes up to the top. It's been about 3 seconds since she turned on her power. The roof underneath her melts, crumbles away, and she slips down into the next floor, lands on her feet, and immediately the ground underneath her starts turning orange and red. And then we go to Black, who's running down the hallway as fast as he can. And then we go back to Mr. Monkey Man. Keep in mind that the sprinklers are on, so if you need water for anything, which is going to matter most against what's her face. Oh, we
Yeah.
can talk about that because she fell into the building. So the sprinklers are on her as the drops come into this sphere, the aura around her, they just sizzle. They don't make it inside the heat aura that she has around her. I mean, it melted her phone. So the sprinkles
Yeah.
from it melted her phone in a process of just a few seconds. Okay. But who knows? It could matter. The water, the floor is slick. The walls are slick. Okay. Mr. Monkey Man starts running down the hall, charging at her with his stick.
Okay.
With his staff. I clicked it. Did it do stuff? It did stuff. Okay. What is her? What's it called? Parry.
Harry. 3.
Okay, so 3 plus 15 is 18. That's what he needed. He has a 19. Okay, so he hit. So with the staff is a strength of 8, 1 point higher than the banana ring. I don't know why. Whatever. I figured all that shit out months ago, like in May.
Yeah.
So anyway, he has a 23 difficulty to defend against. So she makes a toughness check against 23.
Okay. Mm.
You got it. You
Oh.
did not get hurt. So he goes charging, and of course he runs. He runs fast. He even takes a couple of steps with, like, I would say on all fours, but he's holding the staff. Then he uses the staff and kind
Mhm.
of pole vaults himself forward, kicks at her, whacks her with the staff, and she just, she takes it. She blocks it with her own arms. And then it's her turn. Unless Hannah wants to do anything in the room. You're probably locking the door now.
Okay.
Are
No,
we
she's
good?
fine.
Okay.
She can hear them out there, so she's just and they're being safe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um,
You are in an office. There's like
Hannah's okay.
there's a table and a computer, and that's about it. Maybe there's a
Is there
chair.
a window?
There is a window.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, she might go look out the window and just see what if she can see Black and
Okay.
Lady Embers.
Okay.
I don't know what else she can see, or she can
Um,
see the
like
Dark
this.
Scourge and all
Yeah,
that mess coming.
yeah. That's what you see as you look out the window. And keep in mind, it's not bright outside like this picture has. It's actually nighttime. Um. Yeah. You see the. We can move over to that just to put the picture of it real quick. If it keeps moving like this, we'll be doing fine. So Trialis, the sea serpent, is wrapped around it and like biting and holding on to the side of its throat, and it is kind of like whipping back and forth, trying to shake her free, and big tentacles are trying to rip her off of it. That's what you see, and as they're just splashing around, like big 20-foot waves are just seeping over. The seawall is smashed.
Hmm.
They must have fallen over onto it a couple of times, and so the water is just coming in and smashing. And this building is right on the coast. So these 20-foot walls, the second floor is probably flooded now. It's going to be the windows are
Okay.
going to be broken, and water's going to be coming in and out. Sometimes the water is 20 feet deep, and sometimes the water is 2 feet deep.
Yeah. Okay.
But the down on the ground, you see there are now two donuts ripping apart the last robot. The water completely fills them. They're completely underwater. The water recedes, and it's like they didn't even care.
Hmm. Okay. Um.
You do not see Crash's car out there.
Okay.
Did I move you guys back?
I was like,
Yeah, I did.
huh? Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna let her look at that and process it for a
Okay.
minute.
And
Um.
then it's Badass Twin's turn.
Badass Twin, I guess, is just going to. Can she like pick him up and slam it against the wall
Yes.
or throw him? I mean, what? I don't know
Okay,
which one
so
would be.
what it is a. Whoops, I moved my shit. Is everything still fine? Let me see if this is still. Oh, why are you weird now? Let's move this back. Okay, you look like you're normal, and my computer was just confused. I'm talking to the recording studio. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, okay. So if we look into
Like, get
the
up, pick them up.
Discord in the actions, it'll probably have grapple. If it's not in the actions, it'll be in the maneuvers. Cover, ready, move, grab. Okay. As you attempt to grab a target, make an attack check against the target. If successful, the target makes a resistance check against your strength or the rank of the grabbing effect, using the better of strength or dodge. He will use dodge. His dodge is 17. If you win with
Mhm.
1 degree of success, the target is restrained, immobile, and vulnerable. 2 or more degrees leave your opponent bound, which is defenseless, immobile, and impaired. You can attempt to improve an existing hold with another grab action. So that's basically your attack will be this attempt to grab him and bind him.
And hold them. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then next turn you could throw.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you make did I give you just like a basic unarmed attack stat?
No, I have random junk and throwing junk.
Okay. I don't know what we did to that. So you just want to roll a d20 and you want to add your fighting skill.
Okay, my fighting skill is 3.
Okay. And he is using his parry skill of 16. So 16 plus 10 is 26. You need to beat 26 with your d20 plus.
And I can't, because I only had 3.
Well, if you roll a 20, you can.
Right?
Yeah. But if you roll a 20, you can. He is
Can I just
extremely
punch him?
hard to hit. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Right.
just
Is
punch him.
it better for me to just try and punch him than to grapple him maybe?
The roll will still be the same, I think, unless you
Because
have.
there's nothing on the floor that I can pick up and hit him with. Because ideally
Sure,
that's what I would
sure.
do.
There's a chair.
Okay, I'll pick up a chair and hit him.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that's random junk.
Yep.
Okay.
And you need a 26.
I got 22.
Okay. He is extremely hard to hit, but you hit hard. So
Yeah.
once you
He's
eventually hit
hard
him.
to hit and I'm hard to take damage.
Uh-huh.
So this is gonna be an interesting fight.
Yep. So you grab the chair and you swing it at him. He jumps up, lands on the chair, jumps off of it, and around you, and he'll make an attack from behind. I mean, it's all just cinematic. Back to Lady Embers is just concentrating and melting the floor to go down another floor.
I got a question.
Yeah.
When I'm writing, am I seeing any fire extinguishers?
Yeah, sure you are. Uh-huh. Also, the sprinklers are
Uh,
on.
oh yeah, but like he kind of
Mhm.
wants to see if he can grab some fire extinguishers on the way.
Yep. They're pretty big and heavy. But you
Oh,
can at
he's got
least grab
strength.
2. What's your strength at?
Strength is 2, and that's a maximum of 200 pounds.
I mean, you got
Which I
your own
mean, it's
shit
not the
too,
same thing.
and you're trying to run
Yeah.
fast.
So
Um,
right.
but yeah,
So
I
yeah,
mean,
like
every
2, I
one of
guess.
them weighs about what? What is it? It's like 20 pounds, 30 pounds, something. But the fact of the matter is
Uh,
more the size of it.
yeah, yeah.
But
Well, I'm assuming they're like
I'd
it.
say you could carry 3 or 4. We'll
Okay.
let you
Well, he's
take
gonna
4
try
of
and
them
grab
with you.
those.
Your arms are full. You're carrying these things. You know, you don't have a
Right.
backpack made to shove in 4 things, so you're carrying them.
Right. Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, you get down to the end of the hallway. The hallway looks very similar to this hallway, and there's a window. You break the window, and next turn you can launch yourself up to the top.
All right.
Okay, and then that's everything. Okay, Mr. Monkey Man jumped and his toes sprung off the chair as badass twin attempted to hit him, and he does like a flip over her, and then he's going to try and hit her with the stick. All this fancy description just for hit you with stick.
Hit you with
Staff. I clicked it. Did it do anything?
Oh,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
36.
Oh, that's pretty good. What's her? What did he need? I think he needed like a 18 or something. Her parry rating plus 10.
She's not good at dodging. She's
Okay.
good at taking the hit.
All right. So his I forgot what it said. Let me see.
It's like a 26 or something, I
Yeah,
think.
23. Yep. So you make a toughness roll at 23. Yep. And you just, you know, just for the hell of it, you don't even manage to bat it away. He flipped around, took this long, hard swing from like a haymaker swing, baseball bat swing with this staff, with this metal staff, and just clocks her right upside the head with it. Didn't do anything except make
You
his
got her
hands
forehead.
sting.
That's the problem.
Yeah, except make his hands sting. Fuck! And then it's Hannah's turn inside the room. She's watching the fight. And then it's Twin's turn.
All right, she's gonna pick up the chair again, I guess.
Yeah, well, you still have it.
Unless it broke, but then she can pick up a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, sure, part of it broke. These are two super strong muscle people, but you didn't actually hit him, so
Right.
you might
Oh,
have
okay.
broke a leg off of it on the floor or the wall.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was she gonna try again?
I don't remember what you needed.
Nope. It wasn't a 14.
Oh yeah, I thought you had
Oh
the
man.
27. You had the 14. He adds. I think you need a 27.
Yeah, something high.
Yeah, he's stupidly hard to hit. How? What do you actually roll anyway? What's your chance to hit him? I don't
I don't
have
know. I
your
roll
character
random
sheet up.
junk.
Yeah. What does it? Okay, so on your random junk, what does it say your attack rate is?
8.
Okay, so that's what you add. So you're rolling a d20 plus 8, you need a 27. So you have to roll a 2. You have a 10% chance to hit him.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Okay.
so it might be time for you to take a look at the in our Discord chat. I have a maneuvers page. So inside this maneuvers
Yeah.
page, where is it? Accurate attack is the very top one. When you make an attack, you can take a penalty of up to -2 on the effect modifier, that's your strength, and add that
Mhm.
same number to your attack bonus. This effect modifier cannot be reduced below +0, and your attack bonus cannot more than double in this way. So you can make it so that you're hitting on a 19 or 20. You can make it so you hit on a 17, 18, 19, or 20. You can double your chance to hit, but if you do hit, it's going to be for 10 strength instead of 12.
Okay.
And while I go over other things, you can also look and see what other things are on here you might want to do.
Where's it at? I'm in the Discord.
It's in the Discord
Yeah.
under maneuvers. It's a channel, and
Oh my God.
they're
Yeah.
all
Oh,
just
that's why I couldn't
cut
find
and
it because I was
pasted
looking
right
at
out of the
DM
book.
screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are we at? Okay, then we're Lady Embers. She sinks down another floor. So I don't know. I think Black has no idea about this and is probably going to go to the roof. So she is now 2 floors down from the roof. But I mean, it's going to be obvious because there's perfect holes. You can just look
Yeah, and
down.
smoke coming out.
Yeah, and smoke coming out. Okay. And then it's Black's turn, and you grapple yourself up to the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, and you are on the roof. There's there's some air conditioning units, and you don't see her. You do, however, see a perfectly round hole.
So I mean, I go to it and look down.
Yep, you go to it, look down, and you see her 2 floors down.
Can I Can
you
I
can't.
take a simple action, or
No.
can I
Well,
just drop one
what
of
are you
the?
wanting to do?
Oh,
You want to just drop down
drop
there?
the. No, drop an extinguisher on her, because I mean it's a heavy piece of metal, so either it'll blow up and release the contents, or it'll hit her in the head. I don't know, but he's curious.
Yeah.
That's his plan.
Next turn you can. Don't draw any
Okay,
attention to yourself.
right.
And
How many floors further down is it from where the one that Avril's on?
we'll say 2.
Okay.
If she goes down 2 more floors, she'll be there. If she's intending to melt her way through the top of the panic room, it's only 1 more floor. Except that is if she knows where the panic room is. You know where the panic room is. She's not right above the panic room.
Okay.
So maybe she knows what floor it's on. But she might not even know what floor it's on. You don't know.
All right. That sounds.
Okay. And okay, now we're back to Mr. Monkey Man. Okay, so I don't know what he's going to do because this fight's not working. Okay, so Mr. Monkey Man has power attack. While Lynn's looking at that stuff, he
Mm-hmm.
has the actual power attack advantage, meaning that he can do power attack instead of for 1 or 2, all the way to 5. That's what he's going to do.
Okay.
So that's going to take away 5 points of his to hit with his staff. We're just going to stick a -5 here in the yellow mod. I'm hoping that that'll work. And that will, no, it's probably, that mod probably affects the ranks. We're going to have to do it manually. I'm just going to make the roll, but he has 5 less than what it says. So he has 20, and he needed like 13 or something to punch her, right?
Yeah.
10 plus whatever her
Uh-huh.
parry rating is. Okay, so yeah, that
Yes.
was a
13.
perfectly sound plan for him. And then he hits for 5 points harder. So instead of being 8, it's 13. So it's 13 plus 15 is what she needs to make her toughness. Well, it's 5 points harder than what it said, and it said 23. So it's 28.
Okay. Oh, she
Okay,
actually felt this
so
one.
yep, you felt this one. Not very hard. It was still only 1. All she does is take 1 tick on her hits. She will have -1 to toughness rolls until she manages to recover from that.
Okay.
He takes a
Oh,
step
I
back.
had one on the whole time.
You shouldn't have.
I know, but I did.
Okay, well, make sure that it's just -1 right now. That +1 wouldn't have made a difference here. So you didn't miss this by only 1.
Okay.
You missed it by what, like 3 or 4. So
Yeah.
so yeah, now she's at -1. And he takes a step back and gets this smile on his face. Felt that one, didn't you? And it's Hannah and Hannah's twins' turn.
Okay. Well, the twin's gonna laugh and be like, barely.
Yeah, that's pretty
Um,
much yeah.
and then okay, so I was reading, where'd it go? All out attack
Okay.
says you take a penalty of up to -2 on your defenses.
Okay.
And then you add that number to your attack bonus.
Okay.
And so couldn't she do that? Because I mean
Yes.
her
Yeah.
dodge sucks
Uh-huh.
anyway.
Yeah. So you're just making it
Okay, so
easier
she's
for
gonna
him
do
to hit
that.
you, which he has no problem doing whatsoever. Uh
Right.
to double your chance to hit him. Yeah, that's better than
Yes.
hitting him for weaker. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so she's gonna do that. So how do I do the +2? Do we just add it
You
or
can do it manually, or yeah, just do it manually like I did. So you get
okay.
+2 to hit, so just roll and you get 2 more than what it says. and you need, I don't remember,
Okay.
27? 27. So you
Okay, well, I
got
still didn't do it.
21.
I got 41.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Okay.
Okay.
Much closer. And he sees you this in this all-out strike where you're no longer worrying about defense, and he still sidesteps your swinging the chair and your punches, and he's like, getting closer. What's Hannah doing in the room? Just
Um,
watching the fight outside still?
I guess I don't really know what because I mean, if she goes out, she's not gonna go out there.
Right.
I guess she could kind of try to talk to Mr. Monkey Man
Through
through
the
the
door?
door.
Okay. What do you
And maybe
say?
now that she's kind of she's hearing that he's, like not necessarily having the upper hand, but possibly a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't. I'm not wit. She's a lot more witty than I am. So she's gonna, like make fun of him and use her. It worked on him before, so she's
Yeah,
hoping it
okay.
does again. Her like,
Yeah, she
I don't know.
she's got like a distracting making fun of you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, is that on her character sheet to give you a roll?
No. I mean, she has days. Oh yeah, she has days,
That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
right? And
That
yeah.
doesn't it doesn't do
Yep.
anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is. Uh-huh. So I just roll that,
Well, you did click
right?
it. It didn't. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Roll and see if it says anything.
I clicked it. Did it go? That says
Yeah,
error.
it just did nothing. Okay, so we need to look up what Day says does, which is probably here in the actions,
That's,
or it'll be on your character
that's
sheet
weird.
somewhere.
I know she's used it. Well, it's using deception, so I can probably just do a deception.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay, so
she
it's gonna
has it at
be
level 2.
all right. Yeah, it's not in here, so it's gonna be in the is it an
Notes. I know we
advantage?
need
I
notes.
think it's an advantage.
Notes are That's an advantage. I know we put notes, but none of the notes are showing up.
Oh, that happened to me too.
Yeah. I was saying
Like
because I was looking at all the notes under Badass Twin, and no, they're all blank.
Hmm.
I thought that was just me. I'm like, I swear I did this because I know I
Uh
did.
huh.
Okay, well I feel better.
Yeah, no, it must be a glitch
Yeah,
in their
we'll I
thing.
mean, like I said, we'll get away from roll 20 for our future games. I mean, and I mean at least for our
Yeah.
future game, and then we might decide that it was better with it. Who knows? Okay, let me
Well,
find
I know it
my
was a
Mutants and
deception.
Masterminds. Yeah, it was a deception. I just don't know what it did. So that's why I'm looking it up. Okay,
Okay.
I'm on the advantages. Let's see what it says Days does.
Yeah.
Well, it's not there, so I gotta look somewhere else. Days. Use deception or intimidation to daze an opponent. Gee, thanks, summary. You can make a deception or intimidation check as a standard action to cause an opponent to hesitate in combat. Make a skill check as a standard action against your target's resistance check, the same skill, or insight or will defense, whichever has the highest bonus. I think for when you did it before it was will. So it's either will, insight, or deception, whatever he has the best of. His will is
Okay.
10. His deception is 3, and his insight is 10. Okay, so he'll use either insight or will. It doesn't really matter. Um,
Okay.
Let me get back to. If you win, your target is dazed, able to take only a standard action until the end of your next round. The ability to daze with deception and with intimidation are separate advantages. So you're going to remove his ability to move around. So it's much better if he's
Okay.
trying to chase you, or
Yeah.
if she's going to take advantage of that and move around and like throw stuff at him or something like that. But if she's not going to move around, then it's not going to make a difference. But you don't. I mean, Hannah doesn't really know what's going on, so yeah, by all means, do it.
Yeah, she's just trying to help somehow, so she'll do it.
Yeah, and then we'll see if Hannah if the twin is actually smart enough to take advantage. Okay, so and then I make a insight check. Okay, so your deception is 19, my insight is 15. You win. He gets distracted and loses his move action.
Okay. So if Hannah's talking through the door, did he maybe like look at the door or something? Like,
Sure.
okay, so I'm trying to think.
There's no combat mechanics to it, but he is distracted. So yeah, he glanced at the door.
Okay,
The
so would
the
this be something like badass twin could leap away from him and then pick up something and throw?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what we'll do then.
You could also let me see what did it say for team attack in that thing on my Discord?
Oh yeah, I didn't think
Because
about that.
if maybe this could count towards that.
It
I don't even know what
says,
it
let's
does.
see,
Multiple attacks can attempt to
combine
combine.
Oh,
attacks.
okay. It's not for helping like D&D helping. It's for like multiple
No,
people making the same attack so that you can actually hit him or hurt him.
yeah, and it has to have the same effect. So,
Yeah. Okay. So that would be like if both of you guys are trying to. What does it add their strength together so that like you can hurt like
yeah,
if there were two monkey men they could hurt Hannah's twin.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't help. So yeah. And then have Hannah's gonna try and separate herself. There's no D&D like you move out of range and he gets an automatic attack or anything like that. So you just separate yourself and that makes it so that he can't
Yeah,
just hit you. He has to move to hit you. So he will have to
yeah.
incorporate movement into his main action because he doesn't have a move action. So he'll either have to do the charge attack on the actions list, which has
Mm-hmm,
both move and attack on it. I think
mm-hmm.
there's like an attack penalty or something, or not attack, or shoot at her, or throw a banana ring, or something like that,
Right. Okay.
or go
So she's
after
gonna.
Hannah.
Can she leap? Can she leap and throw something, or she can't?
Can she do what? Like push
Can
a
she, can
leap
she
away?
jump? Can she jump?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and throw something.
yeah.
Or no?
Well, I mean, does it, if she's taking the actual power leap action, then it depends on if
No,
that
she
calls it as a
doesn't need to
movement.
do
I
all of
think she's
that.
yeah, she's just taking a jump. She's just
She
taking a
just
move
wants.
action and putting some distance. Yeah, and then you'd use your real
Okay,
action to
and so
throw the chair at him.
okay, yeah, that works.
Okay, so now he's using dodge instead of parry. They're almost the same.
Okay. Yeah.
His dodge rate is 17, so you need a 27.
Nope. I don't think I'll
Okay.
ever hit him.
Not well. I mean, even if you don't do your all-out
That's
attack,
the
you have a
thing. I don't really
10%.
know.
The all-out attack makes you have a
Hmm.
20%. It's extremely hard to hit him. Okay, and
Yeah.
that's the last part of the scene from here. And then we go to Lady Embers, and she's just concentrating and melting her way through the floor. And then we go to Black, and that's what you see. She's got her fists clenched in front of her and her eyes focused, and and like fire aura all around her, and it's melting the floor. It's so damn hot. Black.
Oof. Uh, question:
Yep.
Would it any at any Did it make a difference if he dropped it or he like slung it down like a pitch aimed downwards, or it's mechanically the same?
It's mechanically the same. Unless you're, I mean, I guess if you're trying to hit her with it, and
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's still
true.
mechanically the same.
Okay, well then he's just gonna drop it on her
Okay.
or at her.
So yeah, you need a you're actually trying to hit her with it, it's going to be an agility roll.
Agility. What's my
And
agility?
let's see. Let's look up surprise attack. Because for some reason I decided that she doesn't know you're here. And surprise attack
On
was a thing.
occasion, on occasions when your attack catches a target by surprise, the target is vulnerable to attacks. Surprise attacks occur during the surprise round of a conflict and may also occur as a result of stealth or concealment, allowing you to sneak up on the target. The GM can also grant you a surprise attack for an unusual maneuver that catches the target off guard, such as an indirect attack.
Okay, so
And
all it
then you
does
can
is
see
it has its own surprise round. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't really want to pull out the book and look that shit up. Okay, so we're going to half her dodge.
Okay, and I just make an agility roll.
Yes. Oops, that's Monkey Man. He would dodge. So her dodge is 10, so we're going to do 5. So you need a 15 to hit her with it.
Ah,
It's still going to fall in her aura and explode. What did you get? Okay. So yeah, you drop it, and she hears you, looks up, dodges to the side. That thing comes, and as soon as it enters that aura that is like 2 feet bubble around her, it melts, explodes, and goes off in its white shit. You see all this happen in like you're watching it in slow motion. You drop it, it enters into the circle around her. It starts to melt. It explodes in a white poof. All of that white poof disintegrates in thin air right in front of you. Try 2 of them.
did it have any impact on her?
She got there's like some dust, but it's all disappearing super fast. And she looks up and she sees you clear as day.
Oh,
So her explodey aura is so hot that it took care of the fire extinguisher before it hit the ground. All the way, all of it, everything that was in it, and it hits the ground as a puddle of molten metal, and all of the gas as it well, ignited is the wrong word, but it expanded and it came out. It just evaporated instantly in her heat. You
ah,
don't think you
that's
could
all.
hit her with a bullet, as hot as that is. And
Yeah.
you had heard stories that she was that the air around her was so hot a bullet couldn't hit her. And now you're starting to believe that story. Okay, let's switch. So we're going to put in a little description here. Um, so Mr. Monkey Man and uh, Badass Twin are separated by about 20 feet or so in this hallway. He is flustered with Hannah taunting at him through the door. And he lowers himself down. He's about to charge, and then and he stops. And the water splashing into the ground from the sprinklers is red. There are red drops splashing in the water. Little splashes of red. Here, here, here. The water itself that has accumulated on the ground. The wet uh the wet smear of water that's on the walls takes to a red hue. And he stops and he gets this look on his face. And you guys are now fighting in a hallway of blood.
Oh, shit.
Inside Hannah's room, because Hannah's next. So Mr. Monkey Man didn't do anything. He's still on. He basically
Okay.
took a defensive action. Inside
Mm-hmm.
Hannah's room, the sprinkler starts spraying blood on you instead of water.
What the heck?
And Badass Twin's turn. She might not be as distracted because she's not as smart.
Yeah, I don't think she really cares.
She might not even notice. He's
What
in
I
a
am
defensive. If
me,
there's
like,
some kind of a defensive action to take, that's what he took.
okay.
Let's see
I'm
what
trying to think about like what would cause that to happen?
something magic. Something that
Oh,
not
okay.
only did the water, I mean, the water coming out of the sprinklers becoming blood, that's just something weird that could
Mhm.
have happened because some asshole did something stupid to it. But the water that is already on the ground is turning to blood right in front of you.
Oh.
Already on the ground, and it started with coming through the pipe, but there was nowhere near enough blood that came before everything was. There's no more water.
Okay. I think Hannah is gonna say something like to Mr. Monkey Man.
Uh huh.
Um, I think we have a bigger problem than fighting each other right now.
No shit. And what does badass twin do?
Um, I maybe nothing also
Okay.
because she's listening to Hannah.
Okay.
Like,
So she basically takes
I
up a
would say maybe like
defensive and
walk.
protective
She's
stance.
Yeah, she's defensive and she's maybe walking like slower, not in
Mhm.
a aggressive manner, but to get closer to Hannah, but also
Okay.
like keeping her guard up
Okay.
back
And
towards where they're at.
okay. So we're back to Embers and Black. Black is above her, a couple of floors, looking down through the perfectly round holes with the searing, burned, smoking edges. And she is going to take off running down the hallway. She doesn't fly or jump up here or shoot a fireball at you or anything. She takes off running down the hallway. You lose sight of her.
Oh.
And it's Black's turn.
Is-
And it might be really dangerous to jump down there where she can just
Well, that and there's
flamethrower
still
you.
like
And there's
I'm
molten
assuming there's.
floor. Yeah. The fire extinguisher is molten on the floor, and the floor itself is halfway burned through, melted through. The walls are on fire. Everything is on fire.
Could I tell what floor she was on before she started running?
I don't even know how many. 2 floors down from you.
Okay. Uh, okay. So can I? Did I get Avril's number?
Sure.
Oh, he's gonna call Avril and ask her if there's any way she could put him into the camera so he can see what um what Lady Embers is doing, like the camera system.
Yeah. Okay. So every round is like five
Yeah,
seconds.
3 to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Like
gonna call her and just say that real quick. Can you patch
okay.
me in real fast?
All right. Anything else? Anything you're gonna do during that time? Because it's gonna take her like at best 3 turns to get that set up for you.
I mean, I guess he's gonna start running. He's gonna go towards the start. can't think of anything he could actually do. I mean, I guess he's gonna go to try to like lower himself down to that floor, but like he's gonna go to the edge of the building and lower himself down to the floor he thinks he's in, just so he can be ready.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So you're gonna lower yourself down the 2 floors to where she is.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and you don't just jump. You lower
No,
yourself.
he's
Okay.
gonna.
Yeah. All right. So you spend your like 5 seconds is trying to go quickly but not stupidly quickly, and you make your
Yeah.
way down there. You drop down 1 floor, grabbing holding onto the rim, and then down the next one. And as you get down there, now that she's not here, everything is cooling quickly. I mean, it's only been a couple of seconds, but I mean, everything is still on fire and it's still melty. But you know, you're standing in, or not necessarily in, but at, right next to the pool of melted fire extinguisher. It's it's no longer like a molten, glowing red pool of, you know, it's cooling. It's cooling
Right.
pretty quickly. So you really don't have to worry about it, like that it's going to melt itself through the floor. In a couple of minutes, it's going to be a metal disc.
Oh, okay. That's not
So
too bad.
worry about her. Don't worry about what she's doing to stuff.
Oh, okay.
As soon as she left, there was no more lasting effect. The temperature here is completely normal. It's everything within a couple of feet around her. That is insane. And for some reason, it didn't destroy her clothes, though it did destroy her phone. But you didn't see that. That was
Right. Yeah, I was gonna
that
say
was
I don't think
insane.
he was there for that.
Yeah, you weren't there for that. That was just for a cool description. Um, okay, so back to the others, back to the other building. Oh, and you see her. She's running down the hallway. You get down here. You see like the wisp of her red clothes as she turns around the corner. So you know what way she went and how far away she is. So it's up to you if you want to take off after her, first chance you get, or you know, or whatever. But it's going to take a few turns. If Avril is extremely good at computers, 15 seconds is like the fastest that could get set up. I think you'd be more likely to expect it in 5 minutes. So,
Right.
all right. So back to the other. Oh, and it is not raining blood in your tower either. The sprinklers are still water. Okay, so
Ah,
Mr. Monkey Man is looking all around. I mean, he's still kind of protecting himself from Badass Twin, but he's looking
Hmm.
around. And let me go back to, I'm not even on our thing. Okay. And let me see. GM layer. Map layer. Let's go to map layer and then we'll make him a little bit bigger and put him in the middle. And you hear monkey.
Here, wait, what?
You hear him call out monkey as he comes, you see him walk around the corner on the hallway. And I can give a quick description that I wrote.
What
Stepping
the
around the
hell?
corner is a tall man in black leather. And that is all I put as my description. That's why I use images. Okay.
A tall
So,
man in black leather.
and we will go to White Knight's notes. Who wants to read White Knight's notes? I'll read it. 8th
Oh
month,
gosh.
21st day, 3rd year. This was 3 years ago. Grizzly Monsoon. Power level 4, skill level 3, special skills, tactical genius. Grizzly Monsoon has a strange gift. When he uses it, red clouds form in the sky and it rains blood. Spiritual, ghostly, but very material sharks fly, swim around him, and attack anyone that gets within
Oh
10
God.
yards of him. In addition, his head can transform into that of a great white shark and bite his opponents in half. I have yet to
Oh
discover
gosh.
Grizzly Monsoon's real identity. He has put together an army that he calls the Beast Corps. The Beast Corps often hires themselves out as mercenaries, but their real mission objective is to find a magical means to either transform all of the civilized races into animals or wipe them out completely, thereby returning the world to the beasts. He is violent and insane, but he runs his gang of criminals and villains like a military unit with cruel efficiency. If it weren't for the importance of preventing every single plot of Major Wargasm's Chaos Army, I would turn all my resources to chasing the Beast Corps out of Wavaris. They are a dangerous tidal wave that is eventually going to destroy this city. And in our little cutscene of this was just Black reading over White Knight's notes. Okay, and we come back, and he's comes walking down the hallway. Monkey! And Mr. Monkey Man takes a couple of steps back and is absolutely frightened and scared of this guy. And he glances
Hmm.
back and he sees that badass twin is not immediately launching an attack against him, and he's kind of putting up his defense towards Grizzly Monsoon. Hannah's turn. Hannah does not
Okay,
see
so
this, but is in the room
no.
that is now sprinkling blood all over her and the walls and the floor and the computer.
Okay,
Everything in
and
here is
when she
ruined. I
said
mean, it
there's
was already ruined from water, but now it's
yeah, that's gross. When she said there's a bigger problem and he said no shit. So I don't know if she knows that there's a third person that showed up, but she's gonna say what could
okay.
what could or who could cause this or who could do this and see if he responds.
Okay.
And then so Mr. Monkey Man is now putting his defenses against
Grizzly
Grizzly
Monsoon.
Monsoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then Badass Twin, I guess, is
Uh-huh.
gonna still cautiously but just go stand next to Mr. Monkey Man
Okay.
and take a defensive stance as well,
Okay.
I guess.
All right. So she's going to join Mr. Monkey Man to fight the Grizzly Monsoon.
If he's gearing up to do that, then yes. But she's just kind of like gonna put a defensive in case he turns on her too. But
Okay.
yeah, I guess. I mean, he doesn't want anybody to get into Hannah. I mean, she
Okay.
doesn't want anybody to get into
I
Hannah.
need
Is
to
her
roll
biggest
Grizzly
thing.
Monsoon's initiative. I did not make a character sheet for him because I didn't expect you to fight him. So he probably
Uh-oh.
adds like 4. So we'll just do this, and we're gonna give him 4 agility. What I come up with? So he's got an 11.
So
What did you
that'd be
guys have? I
11.
didn't write down your numbers.
Oh, I had.
I
Oh gosh, I don't know either.
I don't know if it'll go that
So
high.
I'm
Let
going
me
back.
scroll up and see. No, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
initiative.
it does. It does. Hannah has
Bad.
20. Badass
Okay.
Twin has 9.
What did I say that
So
he
he
had?
goes after
He had what?
11.
Okay, so
I
what
think
did
because you said
Embers have?
7 plus 4. What he rolled plus 4, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Embers has. So he goes the same time as Embers. Okay, we're just gonna make up his stats. You should not fight him if you get the chance to not fight him. He is a power level 15. You guys are power level
I
10.
mean, I assume he's but with how
Uh huh.
but I mean, Badass Twin isn't scared. She dies. She just comes right back as soon as
Yep.
Hannah's threatened again.
Uh huh.
And her
Okay.
job is just make sure nobody gets to her. So I
Yep.
mean, it's what it
Okay.
is.
And let's switch over to Black. Well, Lady Embers. You see Lady Embers turn the corner and go running down the hall. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm pretty close
As
to.
she runs down the hall, she is leaving a line of fire in the wall.
Okay, no, I was gonna say when he looked at the blueprints, did it say what this floor was and what would be in that area?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just asking.
Pick something that makes sense for a tech corporation. It's
I
probably
mean,
just
that could be just
offices, but
administrative stuff. I just wanted to make sure
yeah.
she wasn't running towards like an explosive or any kind of like
I mean, if you
hidden
want her
weapons
to,
that
she
would
can
just.
do that, but she's not doing it on purpose.
Oh,
But you can tell this part of the story. So if she's running towards something that dangerous that you don't want her to run towards, just put it in. I don't care. She's not running anywhere on purpose except away from you.
can he tell that she's just running away from him? Like
I
if
don't
he
know.
uses
What's your
empathy, can
insight
it
level?
be?
Don't worry
Oh,
about
insight,
rolling
not
it. Just what's your insight skill level? If it's
my
less than
insight
5, no.
is. I was looking at insight is 5.
Sure. Yeah. It looks like her main objective is to get the fuck away from you. Right now. It wasn't as she was melting through the building, but it is now.
Okay, cool. So like I guess he's can he I'm sorry. I know that is gonna take a bit more time, but while he's watching her go, can he just look to see if she's saying anything on her channel? Just be like, I'm gonna be right back, or like if she's just saying
Nope,
anything
there's nothing
revealing.
from her. I mean, no, she doesn't even have a phone anymore. But
Oh,
no,
that's right. Okay.
well, you don't know that. But no, you go. Do you chase after her, or do you look on your phone just standing there? And
Yeah,
do you
he's
do you spend your turn moving after her, or do you not?
no,
What
he's
level
not
of
gonna
cog?
chase
Okay,
after
so
her.
you just stay there. Maybe put a little bit of space between you and the hole and the fires and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you look. No, she's not. The last thing she said was whatever it was I put in that opening scene. I don't know how much more of this I can take, and then the screen flashed orange, and that was it. Oh,
Okay, so then
okay.
it's kind of
I
fair
don't
for him
know
to
how much
assume
I
she's
can take,
retreating.
and then she started to glow a little bit, and she yelled out, or she just said like, "It's time for my incendiary field" or something like that, and then yeah, and then everything went orange, and then it went to static, and she went offline,
Okay.
and her phone melted through her fingers.
I mean, in Black's mind, it makes sense that she's just running now.
Yeah.
And I mean, he doesn't have any way that he can think of taking her, so he's like, this might be a win-win.
Mm. She might be setting up something. We're putting some space
Yeah,
between you so she can set up something. You don't know.
right. I mean, he's not gonna stand like right in the hallway where she's running from, too. So
You know what?
he's gonna like,
Just for the hell of it, as you're looking, there's nothing on there. You cast a quick glance to the side, and through the windows. Well, first, as you look through the window into the other building, where I assume you know that Hannah is fighting Mr. Monkey Man. The
I think that
windows,
happened after he left.
yeah. So what you see, yeah, you probably don't even really know about that. So what you see is the windows are covered in blood. And it like a lot of it, like the whole damn hallway. So it's not like just somebody exploded. That's too much for that. It's like the sprinklers are raining blood. Oh,
And he knows Grizzly, right?
yep.
Not maybe not very well, but he knows of him and
Yep.
his. He's gonna be like, oh shit, and then start, heading towards that.
Okay. And then so we go back over. We can have a little bit of conversation here between him and you guys. Monkey, he says, and he takes off his long sleeveless leather coat and just drops it on the floor. Who are you? You're not my monkey. And Mr. Monkey Man takes a couple steps back. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? And he says, uh, something's been wrong with you for weeks, ever since you had that meeting with Gross. And then his eyes fall uh, on Badass Twin, and he is extremely intimidating, but she probably actually isn't smart enough to care or to notice. So I
Mm-mm.
don't think that she gets nervous or scared. But Mr. Monkey Man sure as fuck is. I
Hmm.
guess when he looks at her, he just growls out, "Back away." And you see, as he says that, you see above his right shoulder, just like in the picture, this spectral
Mhm.
red shark start to appear just above him. The same color as the blood on the walls, blood on the floor, blood raining from the sky. It makes a couple of
Mm.
chomp motions, like it's swimming and chomping. It doesn't make any sound, though.
Well, Hannah in the room's to be like, "Who is it? What's going on?" And then Badass Twins is gonna go, "Shark Man," and that's it. It just
Okay.
keeps looking at him like,
And Mr. Monkey Man is, just taking a couple steps back, scared. He says, I don't know what you're talking about. It's me. It's me. Okay. Nobody's going to do anything. Then we can go to black. So you start running towards the windows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean,
You get to the
yeah,
windows.
he's
You can grapple gun yourself across if you want to.
yes.
Okay. And you come shooting through the windows, shooting through the blood window, and we will put you miraculously, like, right next to Mr. Monkey Man and Hannah's twin. Just cuz.
Yeah, that's
Unless
perfect.
unless you
just
want to
does.
put him in the middle of you. If you want to come up on the other side and put him in the middle of you, or even come through the window and hit him, which would be the death of you. But if you want to do that,
I
you can
mean,
do that instead. So those are your three options to have to tell the story of how he randomly shot himself into a hallway he can't see.
he's gonna come out on the opposite side. I
Okay,
think that's more.
cool. So
'Cause
yeah,
yeah, that
then you come up on the opposite side, and yeah, you see Grizzly Monsoon in the middle of the hallway advancing on a very frightened Mr. Monkey Man, and standing right next to him is a kind of confused and wondering why she's not clobbering anything, a badass twin. Both of them are,
Mhm.
all three of them are just soaked and covered in blood that's sprinkling from the roof and from the ceiling. And you will be in a couple of seconds. The sprinkler is spraying blood, which makes
okay. So
sense
when
because he's here. I mean, you knew that.
when how much of the initial situation, like just that Mr. Monkey Man is focusing on? I mean that as a player I know, but how much can Black tell that Hannah is Badass Twin is with Mr. Monkey Man, and the Grizzly is focused entirely of Mr. Monkey Man. Like how much of the situation
I
can?
think you can tell it with 5 insight. I
Oh,
think you can tell it. There's nothing subtle going on here.
okay, so once Black gets in there and he looks around, he's gonna kind of like Anna, Badass Twin, move away from Monkey Man. Get on the other
Yeah.
side.
Okay, so he came flying in through the window. The window shatters, and he comes flying in, and he sees what's going on. Uh, Grizzly Monsoon turns and looks back and sees him, and then he warns. You do not see Hannah, but she's probably not
Yeah.
dead since Badass Twin is here. and you say
Right.
that. And there's about 20 feet between you and Grizzly Monsoon, and another 20 feet between him and them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're outside of initiative until something happens that warrants it.
Yes.
So you guys can talk or do whatever.
But yeah, that's what Black said. Just move away. Move away. We can't
Okay.
deal with him.
Move aside.
Hannah. I
So
think
he
Hannah's
does
gonna.
glance back and he sees Black and he looks and he just he ignores Black and looks back towards a badass twin. Move aside.
Okay, Hannah's gonna tell Badass Twin to come into the room with her,
Okay.
and then if nobody stops Badass Twin, she'll just go in the room and close the door.
Don't leave me, Mr. Monkey Man says. And as his gaze
Does
breaks
he
away,
say that?
yes, he does. As his gaze looks
Uh,
away from Grizzly Monsoon and back over his shoulder towards Badass Twin, who's moving towards the door. In that instant, the red shark launches from above Grizzly Monsoon's shoulder and like splashes as a spectral ghost into Mr. Monkey Man and pushes him, knocks him back and against the wall.
oh man, now I feel bad.
And also, Grizzly Monsoon has advanced by like way faster than it. He looks like he's walking, but
Hmm.
he's already there.
Okay.
How
In
tall is
the,
he?
he's
Like,
like
is it like wide
6'4".
steps? Oh, okay.
He's like no, I mean no. This was not normal steps, and he didn't run.
Oh,
You watched him just kind of phase forward. He didn't disappear and reappear. He just like like
you ever
he
see?
moved as a blur.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say it's like the vampire wives in Dracula, how they just kind of like float real
Yeah,
smooth.
well, no, that would work. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. The spectral ghost is gone. It hit him, pinned him up against the wall. He slides down onto the floor, and a couple of new spectral ghosts are like appearing over his shoulders. Spectral ghost sharks. All right, so what does Badass Twin do? She didn't even get a
Is,
chance to respond to him asking her not to go.
okay. Is he past her now?
Yeah, but just like I guess he's right
Like,
next to her, and yeah, he's not in between.
but
Han Badass Twin is still between him and the door, but he's like right there next to her. He
but is
could
he's more focused on Mr. Monkey Man than anything else?
absolutely.
Okay, so is it can Badass Twin like pick up Hannah and run like pick up her in the wheelchair because she's
Well,
buff
she's
and just
still in the room.
run down the hallway or no?
She could kick open the door that is locked, grab Hannah, and go run down the hallway.
Well, Hannah unlocked the door so she could come in,
Okay.
but
Hannah unlocked the door and
I mean,
opened it. Then yeah, she can grab Hannah and go run. Yes.
yeah, that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna pick up Hannah, wheelchair and all,
Okay.
and run in the opposite down the hallway in the opposite direction,
Okay.
away from all the bad guys.
All right. Black. What does Black do? You just watch.
Black is gonna just straight up ask, "Are you here for anything other than Mr. Monkey Man? If so, then we can just leave you be."
He glances back towards you, grabs Monkey Man by the throat, slides him up the wall. He says, "This is not Monkey." And Monkey Man
Hmm.
is punching and kicking at him. And then he grabs the wrist that's that's holding him, that's pinning him, and he tries to pull it away, and he is completely overpowered. I mean,
Hannah?
his primary strength is in agility, and he didn't even
Yeah.
really attempt to dodge. Okay, you keep watching, or do you leave?
Yeah.
Black.
No, and Hannah's gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. What? Yeah. What does Hannah do?
Hannah wants to watch for a moment
Okay.
out of sheer curiosity with how much this guy is saying it's not Monkey to make sure that Monkey does not turn into Kate.
Okay. That is exactly what happens. He
Okay.
squeezes. He squeezes Monkey's throat. Monkey is kicking and fighting at him, trying to pull his wrist away from him. And Monsoon says to him again, "Who are you? Who are you?"
Mm.
And then Mr. Monkey Man just stops, goes rigid, gives a little, a little flop, and then his body starts to fall away, pull away. His arms come off, and he's just cake. He's gone. He's just cake now. The fuck is this? And he reaches down, grabs a handful of wet, soggy, bloody cake. Fucking cake! What the fuck is this? And he turns and he looks at Black. And he gets this
Hannah's
look
gonna
on his
go.
face. He gets this look on his face that's not as questioning as it is demanding. What the fuck is this?
I knew it. I knew he was gonna be Cake.
And then Black's gonna explain how they fought the donut and the last bake romancer and how they turned into like sweet treats when they were finished.
The baker. You guys have never
Yeah.
seen the baker.
Oh, have we never heard?
No.
No, I'm saying that he after they killed the baker, he became sweet treats.
Okay.
The last baker in
Oh, and then
the first episode.
yeah.
All right, I didn't explain that well.
Okay.
Also, and this is Hannah. Also, Lady Embers, when she first got here, she had the donuts and everything with her, like with her, fighting with her. So she must be working with whoever this is that's doing this.
Where's Embers now? Black, where's Embers now?
Did did Avril ever send him back the camera so he can see throughout the floor what's going
You're
on?
getting it now. You see her running through a hallway.
What
Yeah,
perfect timing.
he's gonna point behind him and tell him what floor she's at and where she's located.
In that building, on that floor, right over there.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's gonna show the on his phone too, so in case he doesn't believe him, she's right there.
Okay. He steps over, punches out the glass. This is not normal glass, by the way. Even Black came through it though, and then he
Oh,
jumps, launches himself, and swims like a shark. His head becomes that of a shark, and he swims through the sky across from one building to the other and crashes through the window into the other building. And there are multiple spectral bloody sharks following him through the air as he does this. When he gets to the other side, his head turns back into a person and he goes running down the hall.
are the camera feed still working? Because Black's gonna be watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Hannah's like bundled up with Black trying to look at the phone.
Okay.
I think Badass Twin might disappear at this point because Hannah does not
feels
feel
safe.
threatened.
Okay, then
Yeah.
Badass
I
Twin
mean, as possible in this.
just turns back into air.
Yeah.
You still hurt. You were still shot. It's nowhere near as
Right,
bad
but I
as that
don't
first
think.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I don't think that at this moment I don't feel threatened. Like I
Right.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than that big thing outside.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
But I don't know.
I forgot about that. She might want to stay just because of that.
Yeah, maybe she would. Maybe
Black
she
has
would.
treatment too. Oh, does he have treatment? Wait, which is the skill the black or the red one
What? I don't know. Let me look.
on the character sheet? Because he has 4 for treatment, but I'm not sure that's skill or
Okay,
the
well, it
attributed.
is
Does
the
that matter?
green number is the total, and that's what you use.
Okay, then yeah,
So
he's got 4 treatment, so he might
the
be able. I
red
don't know.
one is coming from your attribute, and the black one is your actual skill ranks. But you add them together, and you get the green
Oh,
number that's on the left side, which is what you actually roll.
okay. Yeah, he has 4 in treatment. I
Just
don't
in
know if he
case you
can
were
at least look at
curious,
it and be like, yeah.
cookie cutters have 0 in treatment. Okay.
Good to know.
All right. So yeah, you guys have a minute. You can tell Hannah that you can treat her or whatever. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he's
Have
gonna
a
hand
minute.
Hannah
Have
the
that
phone.
scene.
Well, he's gonna. Here you go, Hannah. You can go ahead and keep. Let me know if anything happens, and I'm gonna take a look at this gunshot wound here.
Oh, okay, thank you. And she'll just hold the phone up kind of where we can both see it.
Okay. Yeah, and you see her running. She stops and over a course of about 10 seconds disintegrates the floor beneath her and falls into the previous floor. A few seconds later, you see Grizzly Monsoon come up on that and just jump down. Your cameras change to that floor. He sees her, she sees him, and he starts advancing on her. You do not have audio, but you're hearing it. You're seeing
Right.
him talk at her. She says something back. He says something back, but he looks mad. She says something back. He steps right up to her, reaches out with his hand. His hand burns and catches fire, and he pulls his hand back. And he takes a couple steps back. And his hand is all red and sweltering. Oh, by the way, it's raining blood in this building now, and it is not raining blood in your building anymore. Your
Oh, good.
the sprinklers are
Hmm.
returned to
This-
water, and it's kind of not only have the sprinklers returned to water, everything has returned to water. There's no more blood. Even the walls that should have been stained, everything is just water now.
How deep
Oh,
is the
wow, even
water
our
now?
clothes?
Oh, it's yeah, even the red stain on your clothes is gone, like it was never there.
Okay. That guy's cool. We need to get him on our side.
Okay, so
Yeah, good luck.
you keep watching. He says he yells something at her, and she yells something back, and then he just points at her, and the two red spectral sharks go charging at her, and they go right through her fire. They go right through her fire aura, hit her, knock her out. Her fire aura goes down, and he goes over, punches her in the face, and she explodes into cake.
What?
And he just lifts up another handful of cake, confused and pissed off.
Me too.
Like, started to think maybe I need to
I'm
get
gonna
out of
start,
here.
I'm gonna start poking myself.
As
Make
we,
sure I'm not cake at this point.
as we sent we
Holly.
when Cake looked, I not Cake. When Black looked over the notes, did White Knight leave anything about the baker?
No. I don't think.
Good
I'll
question.
double check real quick. You guys hear some shuffling and 3 loud hooligans come walking around the corner.
Hooligans.
One of them has a pistol. One of them has a shotgun, and one of them has a big lead pipe. And when they see you, they kind of stop in their tracks, kind of shocked and surprised. Just as shocked to see you as you are to see them. Okay. No. No. There are only two left, and one of them you're never going to see because it doesn't matter. And the other one we're going to do in a minute. Nope. Okay. And then the big green one says to the other guys, they're still alive. Where's Monkey Man? I don't know. And then the big green one says
Black's gonna point to the pile of
to the pile of soggy cake.
Black's gonna point to the pile of cake. That's Monkey Man.
And then, so the big guy, there's the dude with the shotgun. He looks at the other two and he says, "Do the job!" And then he lifts the shotgun and fires it at you guys. But you're too far down the hallway really for it to do anything. But he's not even really trying to hit you. He's just trying to. But he yelled at his two guys, "Do the job!" And they turn around and go run away from you. So you guys
they're
are
not running towards us. Do the
that
job.
green guy is the only one left. The other two go running down the hallway towards the research and development safe room where Cornell and the dwarf guy and all of the robot engineers have locked themselves up for safety. That's where they go run to.
So they know where the like how far are they is the straight line they're running from? Like does Black have enough because I know he has quick draw, but can he try and just shoot them in the legs while they're fleeing? Because like
one of them.
He's assuming they're gonna.
Yep, you can try and shoot one of them.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna try that.
Go for it.
Because he doesn't.
I'm not even gonna look up what
my...
quick draw does or anything. We're just gonna do it quick to give you a bonus round before everything starts. Just do it. They have he's got a dodge rating of we'll say 2, but also there's a 5-point distance penalty.
So well, he's got the no, okay.
So you get -7.
Okay.
You get you get -5, but you need a 12.
Oh, I hit it either way.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's the white one, right?
I don't know.
I got 31.
It's the one that tells you what the roll was. Yeah, it's the white one, 31. So he makes a toughness roll against 19. It'll be a D20 plus, we'll say 3. Plus 3, 4. So, yeah, you blew his leg off. So, like, you went to shoot him in the leg, and you shot him in the knee, and like his knee explodes, splashed out onto the wall. And I mean, his leg's not off, but yeah, he's never gonna walk again, not without robot parts or magic.
So
is it cake or is it real?
Oh shit! No, you're right.
Oh, right.
It's cake. I forgot. I completely forgot. Yeah, you smash and cake splatters the wall, and he's like, "Oh!" and he falls to the ground, screaming. And as his head hits the ground, his head splatters his cake. That's so much better than what I was explaining.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Black felt terrible.
I wasn't for sure because I was like, maybe they're not because the other guy's
I was going to do it later, but given how bad his toughness roll was, yeah, we'll just do it right now.
Okay. Oh, they're all cake.
Black's gonna be like, I hope so, because It's been a rough day, and I really don't feel like just beating around the bush with non-critical shots.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? I mean, I guess we could roll initiative. I will add. What did I give him in agility before? Or I didn't? I don't know. We'll just add 2. He's got a 7. You guys can both go,
Why am I?
and then. Well, I guess you don't go.
I've been rolling terrible initiative.
Did we decide that twin stayed, or the twin left?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Yeah, because there's
Because of the incoming.
there are 2 kaijus.
Yeah, she still has a lot of.
Fighting outside like 200 yards away. The building could
Yeah,
crumble at
there's
any
still a
time.
big possibility she'll die.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them could throw the other into this building at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, both of you guys go, and then the green orc thug goes, and then, well, both of them will go at the same time. The other guy who's just running away, and the green orc thug, and then Black will go, which works out pretty well. Black got his surprise round, or we
Right.
just gave him a quick draw. I don't know what quick draw was supposed to do. We gave you a round with it.
It was. I think it's like you don't.
Yeah, it
Well, I
doesn't
didn't
matter.
look it
We
up, but I
used it.
think it's.
Doesn't matter. We used it, even
Yeah.
if we didn't use it right. I'm sure we didn't use it right, but whatever. It was still cool.
All right. Okay, so I guess Badass Twin is first.
Yep. So the green guy who's actually
will-
facing you has a shotgun. The other
Right.
guy who's escaping, he's got a lead pipe.
Okay. So Badass Twin is gonna step between Green Guy and Hannah,
Okay.
and then throw whatever's on the ground, which I don't know, could be.
A head full of cake?
I was gonna say it could be cake at
Yep.
this point, or a piece of chair still, or something.
It's a piece of cake in the very vague, definitely not the exact. Like it's covered in fondant and it's been shaped to somewhat look like Mr. Monkey Man's head, but it is quite obviously not the thing. The magic of it is gone. But it's a
Right.
it's a hefty 3-pound piece of cake that is shaped like Mr. Monkey Man's head that she grabs.
Perfect. And she's gonna hurl it at him.
Okay. He's got a dodge of. Well, you need a 13. You did it.
Dang. That would have hit Monkey Man, I think.
And then
Dang
he
it.
makes a toughness roll. He needs 27. He adds 15 to his toughness of like 3. So plus 15. Yeah. All right. So that piece of this is where my ones are. That piece of cake hits him
Yeah.
dead in the center, like dead center in his chest, and with her immense superpowered strength, it throws him back. He crashes against the wall, and there's just this big smear explosion of cake all over the wall. He's gone, and where he was is just this big mess of cake smeared against the wall.
Okay.
And his shotgun
And
falls
is
to
the other guy? Ooh, Hannah's gonna pick that up. Is the other guy still running?
Yes. The other guy has his turn. He doesn't even look back. He doesn't seem sad that his friends are dead or anything. In fact, he says it to himself like a mantra. Do the job. And he goes running.
And it's very clear he's headed towards that room.
Well, he's at least heading in that direction and on purpose. So maybe there's something else that way. But you know that that's what's that way.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that was Badass Twin's turn, so Hannah's just gonna wait, I guess, a minute until Badass Twin is ready to start walking.
Mm-hmm.
Does Hannah know how to shoot a gun? What skill is the gun to shoot a gun?
It's agility. Oh, it's a ranged attack is the skill.
Oh.
If you put skill points in it, to use a shotgun, it is shotgun. Ranged attack : shotgun. You have to add.
Okay, so if if she were to attempt to use it without any skill whatsoever, what would she be rolling? Like, is that even something
Is
to
it
consider
agility?
doing?
What are the things? Dexterity? Is dexterity a thing on there? It's dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she has a 3 in dexterity, so it's possible, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. She'll probably pick it up just to have some sort of weapon then.
Okay. Well, it's down the
Okay.
hall like 40 feet.
Right, it's on the way of because I
Yeah.
want to know where that guy is going.
Okay.
So,
And then it's
we're
Black's
gonna
turn.
follow him.
You go running down the hallway after him, or stick to them, or what?
Yeah, Black wants to, Black. His goal is to try and like tackle the guy and get him down and handcuff him because he has questions.
The guy moved before you. He's already gone.
Yeah.
So without any
Oh,
kind
I
of
mean,
a super movement speed, you run about the same as him. And you're behind by 40
oh wait,
feet in a
can I
corner.
use a hero? Can I use like I remember we went over this that there is like you can use like you gain exhaustion
Yeah, I don't know.
where you can move
Can you-
faster, right? Or
Was move faster one of the things? It might be.
no, not here. I don't think it was hero because I can't remember if it was hero
Yeah,
point or
there's
that other thing where you like
there's the
you
other thing
exert
too. Those will be on my GM screen. Let's see.
exertion. I don't know how to spell
There's
exertion.
earning here. Cost of extra effort. Okay, so the things that you can do with extra effort. Heroic feat, spend to gain the benefits of 1 rank of advantage you don't already have. Improve roll inspiration, instant counter. No. Hero points. Can you give yourself a point in speed if you don't have it? I know you can raise your speed, like if you have super speed already. You can raise something that you have. I'm not sure you can raise something
Right.
you don't have. Um,
Fighting effort.
yeah, there's
Extra effort is page 19. Page 19.
Power stunt. Bonus. Perform 1 check with a bonus. Power stunt. Gain an alternate use of an effect. Speed. Raise your speed by +1. Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's extra. That's effort, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
extra effort. So you can do that if you want. It'll make you fatigued.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
And
go.
fatigue is yeah.
I don't know if fatigued is on here somewhere too.
I think it affects the movement. I mean,
Let's see. It's on here somewhere too. It's probably even at the top. It might be one of the first things I put. Nope. Oh, there. Conditions. Fatigued. Fatigued characters are hindered. Characters recover from fatigue, and hindered did something with movement. A hindered character moves at half speed. Okay, so yeah, you double your speed right now, and then you're going to be at half speed for a while.
right. That
For the rest
sounds
of the
good.
scene. Okay. So given the advance that he had on you and the corner, you catch up to him at about the same time that he gets to the door to the R&D safe room, and you tackle him and pin him to the ground.
Yeah.
And he's struggling and fighting you. The door is open.
Oh.
I assume
No.
that Hannah and Badass Twin come up behind you. You know,
Yeah.
a few seconds later,
Mhm.
and he's, "Let me go! I have to do the job." What are you
The
guys doing?
door's open to the room where Drakenwald is?
Yes. As you turn the corner, you start walking down that way. Right in front of the door, pretty much, are the two of them on the ground, and the door is open.
Well, I'm letting Black handle the thing with the dude.
Okay.
But I'm gonna look in, like, Hannah's
So
gonna look
you
into the.
advance inside the room. You see bodies.
Oh no.
The first thing you see is a body laying on the ground. His like he was shot point blank in the chest with a shotgun. Then you see another. These are all the people that worked here. And you see another, and then you see Cornell Drakenwald, and he is up against the wall, breathing extremely heavy, kind of sitting up and leaning against the wall. And he's bleeding. He's bleeding a lot too, and was shot at least somewhere.
I think Hannah has.
Okay, Black, what are you doing?
He's
Let me
trying to
go!
force
I have to do the job!
the restraints around the guy's wrist that he
Okay.
has. I don't know if that'd be like athletics or hand to hand.
Yeah, you're in like a grappling situation with him. You're gonna have to win a strength, just a competed strength check with him. This was not the green guy. The green guy had 3. This guy has 2 strength. So as long as you beat him, then you overpower him enough to get control, and then you could put the things on him. If you don't beat him, then he's you don't get control, and maybe he'll get control of you on his turn.
Okay.
But you guys are like rolling around and wrestling on the ground. So I'm just gonna. You can make a strength roll. For him, I'm just gonna roll d20 and add 2. If I can find my way back to roll
I did
20.
terrible.
Well, my last 2 rolls were 1s.
Come on, one. Damn you.
Yeah, so you're trying, but he's tough, he's strong, and you're in order to keep him from just beating your ass, you have to completely abandon the idea of getting the handcuffs on him, and you're just wrestling and fighting him, and he is getting advantage, but he doesn't have full advantage until he does it on his own turn. You guys will make the same roll. In fact, we can do that right now. Just roll again. If he wins, then he does to you what you were trying to do to him. Not with the, you'll just be bound. Like he'll be holding you down. He has 9, you have 6. He's getting advantage. He pins Black's hands down, and Black is whatever it said grappling did, like you're bound or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. This guy's super easy. Badass Twin could just go flick him on the head and he'll turn into cake. So
Yeah,
whatever you
I was
guys want
gonna
to do.
say. Yeah, Badass Twin's gonna go like help hold him down or
Okay.
whatever.
She's not gonna just flick him in the forehead with her finger.
Well, but Black wants to talk to him, right?
Yeah, but does she know that? I don't. Whatever. Whatever. Do what you want.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he was trying to talk to her, so I don't think. I was just gonna like pick him up and hold him down, like.
Okay. Yeah. So she picks him up off of you,
put him on the ground,
and we can make a grapple check.
and pins him to the floor.
We'll make the exact same grapple check.
And
I add my 2, and you add your 12. I got 14.
Okay.
Imagine this guy wins. I'd be amazed.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, you lift him up off of Black, and then pin him against the wall, and you have full control of him.
Okay. She's just gonna hold him there so I can talk to him.
Okay. What does Hannah do?
Black's just wanted to tie.
Oh, Hannah is gonna. That room is safe. I mean, there's no fighting in there, right?
There's no fighting in there. There's a bunch of dead bodies, and Cornell Drakenweld is maybe dying.
She's gonna wheel over to him. She does have 6 in treatment, so I guess try to do whatever she can.
He looks
and
up
she's
at
gonna
you.
ask him what happened.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second. Black X. Okay. He's everything you ask him, he responds with, "I have to do the job. I have to do the job."
So Black's gonna be like, so Black's gonna try something else. He's gonna be like, "I'm trying to do the job, but you need to tell me the job's changed."
I have to do
Deception.
the job. Get off me. I have to do the job. I have to do the job. I have to. He resists and fights against her overpowering strength so much that he dies and turns into cake.
Oh gosh.
Ah,
Just like
the black
he's
size.
resisting and fighting, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. And then all of a sudden, he's not a person. He's a cake. Just like that.
What kind
All
of
of a
cake?
sudden, like the well,
I was just thinking, I'm thinking
he
about
didn't break open. So all you're looking at is fondant and edible paint that is roughly made to look like him. Very dull. It's a very dull art decoration that's made to look like him.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well,
Break him open and find out
Black's
what kind of
gonna
cake it is.
Black's gonna grab that, like just grab a piece, like a big handful. He's gonna be like, "Come on, let's go see what happened in there,"
Okay.
and then walk in.
Okay. So you guys are walking in. So Cornell Drakenwald, when Hannah rolled up on him, and he looked up at her, his eyes are glazed over, and he reaches out and he takes your hand and he kind of pulls you down lower. Says, "Don't let them get away. Stop them." That's what he said.
Don't let them get away, and then what?
Stop them. Don't don't let
Who?
them bring him back.
Who?
Don't. He
Does
passes out.
Black hear this?
Yeah, as you come in.
Oh,
He passes out before he can tell you who.
Like he passes out or he died?
He passed out.
Okay.
You said you have some treatment, but both of you have some treatment.
Yeah.
If you guys spend, I don't know what, 10 minutes working on him, he doesn't die.
Okay. I'm gonna do
uh,
that so that he doesn't die.
Okay.
would
Hannah
Black
will.
would Black be needed for this? Because like he does kind of like look around to see if there's anything that they left, like a trail or something. Because Cornell sounded kind of scared. The fact that he wasn't like save
Okay.
me and
You
said he was
see,
like,
as you look around the place, you see uh a like refrigerator. It has like a computer connected to it. The door is open and it has a computer connected to it and like a key code, and the door is just hanging open. Something was swiped from there.
but like when he was coming into the room, he didn't see like a trail or anything like blood or any
Nope.
kind of like a trail of destruction that might have told him anything.
Okay, so from let's see, what's your level of investigation? Make me an investigation roll.
Investigation is 9.
Nine's not that bad. Okay, you rolled a 25. Your
I'm
investigation check. Yeah, the nine's pretty decent. So if as you stop and you look around, you're pretty sure what happened is that at least one of the people in here turned on the others. Someone was shot with a shotgun completely by surprise. Someone else was shot with a shotgun trying to run away.
Is the dwarf in
No.
there? Hmm.
Well, since Black doesn't, he's not sure about the whole direction and everything. He's just gonna hurry up and go help Cornwall and see if he can get him awake.
Okay.
So yeah,
All
because
right.
he needs information, but he has no idea where to go.
So you guys get information, but we're going to close out the scene and the story right there. Well, we have an kind of an epilogue to our story that I will show you guys. So, let's see. Gross's Men, Dragonwald, here. finale. Oh, and before we get to that, we will do this. So
Oh.
our last White Knight, White Knight notes little page is the White Knight sitting at a table in the dark with a candle on, writing on it. And he writes, Month 7, Day 18, Year 3. Power level 3, skill level 4. Major Wargasm. Special skills, expert marksman, charismatic leader, zealous believer in chaos, and immortal. Major Wargasm was once
Hmm.
Harold Trar. As a teenager, he was in the crowd to witness the first appearance of the gifted individual known as Chaos. When Chaos's prophecy came true, Harold Trar started a street gang known as the Chaos Army. He called himself Major Wargasm, thinking it was a clever play on words. He eventually was captured and executed. A few hours later, his body returned to life, broke out of prison, and rejoined with his Chaos Army. This happened again a year later after the authorities realized that Wargasm was gifted and could not be killed. Then they went through the process of ruling out ways to kill him. He was in prison for 20 years and survived hundreds of attempts at execution, usually dying and returning to life within hours. It wasn't until Chaos himself broke him out of prison in an instant unknown to the public. It has been centuries, and Major Wargasm has been my nemesis since the day Salas brought me to Wovaris. He is unkillable, and he has used his body as a shield to protect other members of his Chaos Army. The mission is to capture him, as it always is, and this time we're going to bury him in a concrete block. I only hope we get the opportunity. We do not know the plans of the Chaos Army. It is possible that Wargasm and his leaders take direct orders from Chaos himself. One year, they seem to be making themselves the prominent criminal organization of the city, and the next thing we know, they cease all criminal activity and focus on searching the oceans outside the city. The Chaos Army has always seemed fickle in its goals, and that's what makes me think they are taking their orders from Chaos.
Hmm.
Okay. A couple days later, 2 days after the uh, events at Drakenweld Corporation and the battle between Trialis and the Deep Scourge, where Trialis did send the Deep Scourge back into the ocean. The Bakermancer walks into his laboratory. Major Wargasm is sitting in the corner, typing on the computer. I can't remember anything that led up to this, Wargasm says. He's watching the video of the Wovaris incident, where he died, where he and his Chaos Army and the Honor Society died. Anything that happened after Drakenweld's blood sample is gone, the Bakermancer tells him. I see. Don't worry about that. You work for me now, and we're going to do such great things together. Major Wargasm stands up. You made my body from cake? Yes, the Bakermancer says. And now I'm under your control? Yes, the Bakermancer says. I don't think you know me very well. It doesn't matter, you're mine now, the Bakermancer says. Wargasm punches him, knocks him to the floor. The Bakermancer holds up his hand, focuses, trying to enhance his control over his slave. And Wargasm laughs. You don't know anything about my gift. Well, what's going on? The Bakermancer says. My healing factor has already overwritten your control. The Bakermancer says. That's impossible. Wargasm grabs a knife from the counter. The Bakermancer, scared, starts to slide himself across the floor, trying to put in a little space. Wargasm cuts a deep wound into his own arm until you can see cake. You're flesh and blood on the surface level, but inside you're just cake, the Bakermancer says. Wargasm, he pulls the knife away and just opens the wound a little wider with his fingers. You can see the cake slowly change itself to bone. You can see the cake change itself to muscle tissue, sew itself back up. The wound becomes nothing, unwounded, not even a scar. No, the Bakermancer says. You are a damned fool, Wargasm says. It's not possible. I'm the #1 villain in this city. Wargasm advances on him. Oh, you're mistaken. This has always been my city. And we fade out as you hear the Bakermancer scream. Okay. There's season 1 of my
There's
story.
always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
There it is.
That was fun.
Yes.
So when we come back, if we decide to come back and play another season of this, we will advance you guys to power level 12. It'll be like a year later, and Major Wargasm will be putting his Chaos Army back together.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that was fun. We're done.
Yeah, it was.
Anything you guys want to talk
Okay.
about before
was
we
fun.
turn it off? Before we stop the whatever?
Think
The recording?
And aside from technical difficulties, this went by in a flash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
In fact, the computer did much better this time, actually,
Was there?
compared to last time. Was there what?
Was there less rolls this time? Oh no, I was going to ask. Was there anything that Black could have actually done against Lady Embers? 'Cause I couldn't think of anything.
I have a note that said that if you came up with anything awesome, that it'll work. I told you if you use two,
Oh, okay.
if you use two fire extinguishers, that would have
That's
done
what it took. It's just nobody ever tried a second one at one again.
Yeah. Well, you need to use 2 at a time. If you
Oh,
would use
okay.
2
So
at
I was
a
on the
time,
right track.
Mhm.
I tried the
She also-
hose. That's
she-
the first thing
yeah.
I did.
She also in
But
that form with
a
her
shot.
incendiary field on, she has no attack. She is only in defensive mode.
Oh.
But you didn't know.
See, I thought that when you said use 2, I thought it was that she was telling me use 2 because
No, I
it
was
wouldn't
telling
have
you
worked.
maybe you should use 2.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was her
You
speaking.
never
That's
really
the
had
thing.
another chance anyway. She ran away. You didn't chase her.
Oh.
Okay, so you
Oh,
guys want to
it's-
know
it's good.
what your mistake? I mean, I planned everything to work out this way, but the thing that made it so that there was no chance for you to get the vial of Wargasm's blood before it got out of here, you stopped.
Separating?
No, you watched the whole fucking chase in the other building on the cameras.
Ah, that's
So
But it was neat.
Yeah.
I want to see the
Uh-huh.
shark die.
and I have absolutely no, you didn't know anything was going on, but the if you didn't watch that, then you would have had a chance to fight Stern, who killed them and escaped with the blood vial. You still probably wouldn't
it makes
have
sense.
because I wanted this to happen, but he probably would have found a way to escape with it or something.
Right.
But yeah, but I didn't even need to come up with a way because you guys wasted like 3 fucking minutes just watching TV on your phone.
A shark guy is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like him.
yeah, he was.
Oh,
I'm
and
like,
I forgot to write it in. There is a scene that's in the news of Crash Test Dummy's car
Oh yeah.
driving off a crane and hitting the deep scourge in an eye and then going into the
oh,
ocean. And he's famous now. I mean, you guys were already, but he went to go help
that's
Cool.
fight the
that's
thing.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
He had nothing to help you guys with up here anyway. He would have been just as useful as
Yeah.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question. I don't know if you can tell me if this or if it's like, oh, it's uh why are there so many immortals in is there a reason there's so many more immortals in Wavaris, or it's just a power that worked?
So every the fact that there are immortals in Wavaris is there are immortals, and there are people in Wavaris. You know, it's a percentage of the people.
Oh, okay.
But
I was wondering, I'm like, wow, that we know of, there's
necromantic magic
black.
went crazy, and
Yeah.
the power of the Eternal King, which was maybe Lynn
Master
remembers because she played a mummy that was free from the Eternal King. The power of the
Oh
Eternal King
yeah.
went loose, and just some people just it just stuck on them.
Oh.
All magic went loose, and that's why you guys have gifts.
Gifts. Oh, okay.
You guys, I don't think you guys understand. You know that's what happened, but I think in order for that's not common knowledge. In order for that to be understood in character, I think you'd have to be like a magic character from a house of magic characters.
Yeah,
You know?
like somebody who studies it, and
Yeah.
that's kind of a big thing for them is the
Hmm.
folklore and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I think we're
Definitely
good.
gonna have to raise the speed
Yep.
because that
Mhm.
has come in handy a few times, or that would have been
Well, I
come
mean
in handy a few
it's super
times.
speed. There's I can't come up with a descriptor reason why Black would have that. But
Oh,
Rex has
but
it.
yeah, for Rex, like that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. What you can do uh in your growth points as you change from level 10 to level 12 would be to remake the character in a way where he has control over Rex, where he can do it on purpose.
Hmm.
That would be something
I
that,
got the ability to trigger.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be something that you could do. Um, but usually, you don't tend to get new powers. You might get new alternate powers, but you don't tend to get new powers as you power up. They just get buffer.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. But I mean, if there are things that make sense, like over a year's worth of training, I could definitely see, especially if he thought it would be useful, that Black learned to trigger himself on purpose to uh to
Right.
change to Rex. That's a
I
that's a
was
way to
thinking
do it.
that with Hannah too.
Yeah.
If there's any
Uh-huh.
way she could figure out how to just
I was
create
also
her.
thinking because I was when we first started, I was trying to come up with cool scenes to do, and I was thinking of one that I would try to force Hannah into creating an alternate effect where she created two small clones instead of one, or at least multiple.
But that would that work with like the hero points or?
Well, yeah, you would do it with a hero point, and then all it takes to buy it in permanent is one experience point, as long as the alternate power isn't more expensive than the real power. If it's more expensive than the real power, then you have to pay the difference. Otherwise, it just costs one. Like I don't know if you guys even saw it, but Lady Embers has, I can pull up her character sheet. She has alternate powers. Under her firepower power, she has the flamethrower. For one more point, she can turn it into a fireball instead of a flamethrower. And for one more point, she can activate her incineration field. She can't have her incineration field on and throw fireball or flamethrower. She's taking that offensive power and turning it to enhance. She already had a basic fire shield and flame aura, but they were limited to not being able to affect anything that wasn't flammable. So most things aren't flammable. So if you were to shoot her with arrows, you never would have got through. But shooting her with bullets was fine until she upped it into the incineration field, where it became so hot that, bullets melted in the microsecond that it took to go in.
What if he shot down at her? Because like it would be melted, but it would
No, but
still
it's
be
a full
hot.
it's a full
Oh,
globe
it
around her.
evaporates.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Anyways, she's gone now. She's cake too. He can only
Yeah.
make one. That's why you guys never saw the baker again.
Oh. Well, wait. Didn't the baker talk with Oh, wait. That was before it,
That was
huh?
before.
When the baker talked with the. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, he can only remake people once.
Okay.
And you guys
Oh,
never
that's
even
gonna cost
actually
him.
met him. He did now.
No. It did. No, we.
So
We didn't.
I called this whole story from the beginning until now, is it cake? But you guys never really found out anything about things being cake until now. I kind of thought that you would put it together a long time ago. And then I started to
Or
think
we.
that you guys would put together the that he was trying to bring back Wargasm. I put some hints to it, but
Oh, okay. I didn't catch them.
Either.
good.
Is the reason why Stern looks kind of like the Baker related, or he just took out Stern and
No, they're just both
made another
dwarfs.
cake model?
They were both dwarfs.
Oh, okay.
They could have come from the same basic seed picture. I don't know. I just had the AI
Oh.
generate dwarfs.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Let's see.
That makes sense.
This one is Stern. And the baker, I think that's the character sheet. I have his picture somewhere. Here. Episode 1, The Baker. It's in here. Can I don't know how to pull the yellow flag over here from there. Cancel. Pull the yellow flag over here.
Yeah, you see their mustaches and their. Well, no, the Baker's softer. Stern is actually pretty solid.
Yeah, I don't think they look that similar.
Yeah, maybe I'm just focusing too much on the beard.
Yeah. They're just both thick, stocky beard guys. Yep. Okay, I'm done. I'm losing my voice.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
that was fun. It was
Yep.
a lot of fun.
And I don't know what we'll play
Yep.
next or
That was-
when. I got a few ideas going through my head. Kind of playing with a vampire idea. Kind of playing with the next season of this idea. I wouldn't mind trying out Critical Role's dagger heart system for something because it looked kind of unique. So I don't know. We'll figure out something. But for now, it's break time. Okay, I guess we could stop recording.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
guys
haven't
for
seen-
watching.
Yeah. This one was interesting
Hmm?
because of how crunchy it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of,
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't hate this system.
Yep.
I
All
kind of
right.
hate
Bye.
the damage of it, but yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, here we go.